Hi, welcome to Miss Julie's Montessori Minutes. I'm Miss Julie. Here in my Montessori Toddler environment, I thought I'd take you along as I switch out my language curriculum, which I do as often as I need it, and that's based on our observations of the children currently in our Montessori Toddler classroom. Now, as my colleagues and I know, and you probably do too, and I tell the adult learners that I instruct in, the most important language object is the adult. But we do have objects that we use as well. So I'm going to show you what's currently on my language shelves in November of 2023 and what I'm switching them to. I'll also be showing you our two little cozy reading areas. Thanks for stopping by. So this is our language shelf. We use the top language shelf as our altar of remembrance for Dias de los Muertos. And we just have some simple items because we do encourage the children to explore this area so everything can be handled, and then when they're done handling the items, they put them back on the shelf. So we have a flowered skull plate, and we just say that that is a reminder that life is stronger than death. And we have our language mats. When they want to work with language objects or cards on a floor, they use a mat. And I'll be switching out these items. We had some Australian birds, different types of ships, of color tablets that we've been putting in that basket. And that black tray is a cultural object that one of our students brought this year because we did celebrate our cultures in the month of October, and we do that again in April. Okay, and here is our Family Heritage Month page that each child prepares, and they bring a little object to school that corresponds with something that's special about their family. Let me know in the comments if you're a teacher or anyone really and you would like the PDF file for this page. And here we had matching individual animals to a group of animals so that they can learn different animal groups. And in this pouch, we just had some language cards of different items they might see during the Halloween season, like a glow stick, a jack-o'-lantern, a candied apple, and those go in the gold pouch underneath it. So here we have a basket of people who use aids. So we have a person with a mobility cane, a person with canes, a person with a walker, a person with a hearing aid, and a person with braces. We have some stringed instruments, and I'm leaving these same color tablets out right now because some of the children are still really working on the difference between yellow and orange. Those are two of the colors that tend to be trickier for children to distinguish. And we have some utensils so that they can learn the names of more utensils that we don't necessarily use here at school, but they might see and use at home, especially as people tend to do more cooking in the fall and winter. And we have some vintage robot cards. I made these like 15 years ago, but they're still very popular, and we have a few children talking about robots quite a bit. So we're going to talk about the different types of robots and just reinforce that robots are all too real and we should know their names before they take over. No, I'm not going to tell them that, but we'll learn the different types of robots. This is our little reading corner. We changed the artwork out here, so now we have this little fall painting and a little individual use comfy chair for sitting and reading, although they use this in many different ways. So sometimes two of them might squeeze in, or one will sit in the chair and others will sit on the floor, and they'll read to each other just like the teachers and the children do. So I'll be switching out these books, and this time of the year I have 3 or 4 books out. We add more books to the baskets as the children learn to take better care of them and be respectful for them, and also just smaller numbers are easier to clean up. So right now we have O is for Orca, which was gifted to us by a family a few years ago. We have a library book, and if you are a teacher, I do recommend you invite your families to check out books for you. That helps add to the variety of books you'll see in the classroom, and it's fun for the children to, bring the library beg back and say, hey, we chose these books for you, and share them with our friends. And this is the book I own, so we'll be switching those out. And these are the books that I'll be adding whenever we have a child who's about to become a big brother or sister. I always like to have a book out on that topic. And if you're interested in the different categories of books, we make sure that we offer the children in our Montessori Toddler community, and that I recommend everyone have in their child's library. You can check out this video. In our other reading corner, we have a couch that's big enough for 2 or 3 people. We have a little basket of board books, and then we have this little teeny tiny set of drawers. One has poetry cards and one has song cards. So we just have a few out, and I'll switch these out and I'll add more, because at this point in the year they are taking better care of the cards. And so the song cards and the poetry cards have both words and a photo or artwork that corresponds to the word, so the children can choose a card, or they can talk and show us the card, and then we know that's the song that they would like to sing. And then I'll be putting in these new prayer and song cards. And these are the books we'll be adding to the little book basket by the couch, which is where we always keep the board books. Okay, before I show you the last 2 language materials in this video, I'd like to thank you for watching this far. And if you've been enjoying it, please do click on the like button. I really appreciate it. I also have some children that are ready to work on sandpaper letters, so we work with them individually, so they're learning their sounds, and they're getting pretty good at these, so we're gonna bring a new batch out. All right, and these are the sandpaper letters we'll have out until it's time to switch them. We do play the sound game with these children. Some of them are quite good at it. The age range I have now is about 20 months to just over 2.5, and so I'll be switching out these language objects, because there does come a time where they just kind of memorize the sound of each object, and so that means it's time to get some new objects out. And here are the new sound game objects that I'm putting out. And if you're interested in learning how to play this game with your child with any objects you have at home, you can check out the link in the description. All right, please let us know in the comments what language materials are your child's favorite language materials, the type of books they like, and the stories that they love you to tell them. I'll see you in the comments. Take care.